My typical day in college looks like me waking up, working. I'm interning for a PR agency right now, and then walking over to class. I have mostly night classes.
I am not a morning person. I will not take a class that starts before like 10, and that's because I really like to take my mornings to myself, and I like to read and relax and draw and not have to worry about class. And then I'll head to campus around 9:30 or 10 and start my day of classes. In between class, I like to see my friends and hang out, maybe go to a park and people watch and draw. Or if I have a lot of work to do, I might go to a coffee shop and do some work.
I normally wake up fairly early. Depending on what day it is, I will most likely go straight from work for my opening shift. I work from 5:45 to around 8 a.m. And so I would just go straight from there to my classes, and those would normally be on the days where I'd have one class, during a day. The days that I normally wake up and work out are the days that I have probably 3 classes or 4 classes back to back, depending on what classes I'm taking. And then most of the time my classes are scheduled either right after work or right after I work out. Once I'm done with school and work, sometimes I have work in the afternoons. Once all that's over is when I do homework. I do make sure to make time for fun, to spend time with my friends.
I walk to campus. I think it's too stressful to bike or to bike to campus because there's so many people around.
Walking, if it's a nice day. If it's not a nice day, I take the subway.
I walk to campus. I do have a car, but I enjoy walking.
4 hours of homework a day. Yeah, I actually just tend to, because I'm working during the week, I tend to push it off though onto like Fridays and then the weekend. So I tend to do a lot of work on the weekends and just spend like my whole day, every day, like catching up on everything that I've pushed off during the week.
I do my work really sporadically. I tend to let it build up a little bit, and then I will just like hunker down at a coffee shop for 4 or 5 hours, maybe more, and do all of my work for all of my classes that I have let accumulate. So I can't really give you an on average number, but I would say some days I do no work and some days I do like 4 or 5 hours, and there's not much of it in between.
I'm really dedicated to my studies. I do homework all the time, and I normally will put my bigger projects for the weekends, so those will be put off until the weekends, like essays or projects.
My schedule is mainly night classes because of my master's degree. They're designed for people to be able to work during the day and then come to class at night. So I usually have these master's classes once a week, but the classes are about 3 hours long. And then for the remainder of my undergrad classes, I'm in a film class. So that class also meets once a week, and we watch a movie and listen to a guest lecture.
Right now, I'm in my final semester, so I'm actually only taking my senior project, which meets once a week. But generally over my college career, I have tended to take either a lot of night classes because I just am more productive at night, or classes that are, later in the day, in the afternoon. And I like to space out my classes in terms of the days of the week. I like to, take like classes on like Mondays and Wednesdays or Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I've been really lucky that I've been able to do that most of my semesters. And I choose that because I like to have buffer days where I do a lot of the work that I need to do for those classes, because I tend to learn more studying on my own outside of class than actually sitting in lectures.
The way that I schedule my classes is I'll have a big bulk of them one day, and then one day with either one class or no classes. So with that, I try to plan them for earlier in the morning. I really do like 9 a.m.s. 8 a.m.s I can't do, but a 9 a.m., love it. Perfect time in the morning. I can get up, I can enjoy myself for a little bit.